Black Friday and Cyber Monday are the biggest revenue drivers of the year for most e-commerce brands, and yet so many fail to prepare properly. They either start too late or use the wrong strategy, so they end up with revenue that looks great on paper but profit numbers that tell a very different story. I've spent years helping e-commerce brands run profitable email campaigns during Q4, and I know exactly what works and what silently kills your margins. In this video, I'll walk you through the 4 pillars of a profitable BFCM strategy and the mistakes you need to avoid if you want this Q4 to be your most successful one yet. So let's get started. As for me, I'm Mike. Here you can find more info about me and my contact details if you want to get in touch. I've also included the exact document we'll cover in the video down in the description. Alright, here's what we're going to dive into today. First, why email is hands down the most profitable channel for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Then we'll walk you through the 4 key pillars you need for Q4 success. We'll talk about how to choose the right offers that actually get people to buy and how to grow and warm up your email list before that period. And I'll also give you some quick deliverability tips so your emails don't end up in spam, because if nobody sees them, none of this matters. And finally, we'll plan out your sending schedule, and I'll share some tips for updating your flows and your pop-ups so you're squeezing every bit of value out of your BFCM emails. By the end, you have a clear game plan for crushing BFCM with email marketing. So let's get started. Okay. Email is the key to profitable BFCM. If you're not properly preparing for Q4, you might end up with revenue numbers that look amazing, but profit numbers that don't look nearly as good. During this period, a lot of brands lean heavily on paid ads to carry their BFCM sales. And if you're one of them, you're playing an expensive and risky game. And here's why. During that time of year, the price of ads can double or even triple. Add the discounts you're offering on top of that, and your profit margin can disappear fast. That's why if you care about more than just revenue and actually want healthy profits, you've got to dial in your email game. It's basically the simplest, most cost-effective way to reach people who already know and trust you. Here you can really see the difference between brands that make email the backbone of their BFCM strategy and those that rely too heavily on paid ads. The brands using email are able to squeeze out a lot more profit compared to the ones that don't. But here's the key: if you want record-breaking sales, you need to start preparing early. The work you do in Q3 will directly shape the results in Q4. That's why next we're going to break down the 4 essential pillars for Q4 success with email as the backbone. Alright, let's break down the 4 pillars you need for a profitable Q4. First, strong offers that convert. Your offers are gonna do most of the heavy lifting here, so keep them simple, super clear, and completely irresistible. No need to overcomplicate it. Second, reliable email deliverability, because honestly, if your emails land in spam, all that effort is wasted. Getting into the inbox has to be a priority. Trust me, this one's huge. Third, a big engaged list. Start growing your list early and keep people warmed up and interested, so when BFCM hits, they're already excited to hear from you. And fourth, a solid execution plan. Map out your sending schedule, prep your flows, and get those campaigns lined up ahead of time. Seriously, doing this now saves you from a ton of last minute stress later. Alright, let's dive right in and start with the offers. Okay, what makes a great BFCM offer? Before we jump into the specific offers you can use for your brand, let's talk about what actually makes a great BFCM offer. First, a strong offer should be simple and easy to understand. Don't overcomplicate it or make it confusing. If shoppers can't get the offer right away, they'll probably click off and move on. It should also be different from your usual promos. You want it to feel special and stand out from what you normally run. So this is a unique time of the year and your customers are expecting to see your very best offers. And finally, it needs to protect your margins, because huge discounts don't mean much if you're not making profit. Alright, now let's go through a few high converting BFCM offers you can use for your brand. So first, site-wide discount. Give one straightforward discount on everything. So example, 25% off store-wide. It's easy for customers to understand. 2, product specified discount. Set different discounts for different products. So you can choose a hero product or bestseller. Give it a bigger discount and use it as a headline to draw people in. For example, up to 50% off. Third is the tiered discount. Increase the discount as the order value goes up to reward bigger spenders. Example, 20% off orders, 100 plus, 30% off orders, 200 plus. This boosts your average order value by encouraging people to add more to their cart. Now, fourth is free gift with purchase. So include a bonus item once customers hit a minimum spend. So example, spend 75 and get a free travel pouch. It just adds value without slashing prices. Number 5 is buy one, get one free. Customers buy one item and get another free or discounted. Great for moving inventory and increasing cart size. Sixth and final is the product bundles. So package complementary products together at a slightly reduced price. Example, holiday self-care kit, save 30%, helps sell more units and makes gifting easy. Alright, these are some of the offers we've seen work really well over the years. Pick and test the ones you think will resonate most with your audience. Every brand is different, so it's all about finding what works best for you. Next, let's talk about why it's so important to mix up your offers instead of sticking with the same one for the entire BFCM period. In the best case scenario, you want to have around 3 different offers lined up for that period. So an early access offer to build excitement, a Black Friday offer as your main event, and a Cyber Monday offer to re-engage shoppers and close out strong. So running the same discount for 2 weeks straight might feel simple, but it doesn't always get you the results you're hoping for. Now, on the other hand, switching things up with different offers can completely change how engaged your audience stays and how much profit you walk away with. So let's take a quick look at the difference between running one offer versus stacking multiple offers. So here's what happens when you stick with one offer. Your shoppers lose interest fast. The deal stops feeling special. Your email opens and clicks start dropping halfway through. With only one last chance push, the urgency fades too quickly. Customers who have already bought have no reason to return, and overall your campaign feels weaker and your profits take a hit. Now, on the other hand, when you stack your offers, it keeps your audience engaged throughout BFCM and gives them fresh reasons to come back to your store. With 3 different offers, you create 3 separate last chance moments, which means multiple urgency peaks that push shoppers to act. Also, the shoppers who skipped the first deal now have another reason to buy. So your past customers get tempted to return for something new. Don't forget that also there are different types of shoppers. Some people are discount hunters, others are bundle lovers, and some are gift buyers. So overall, having 3 different offers drives more sales and boosts your profits across BFCM. Okay, now that you know you need to stack a few different offers and you've got some ideas for which ones to use, let's walk through a suggested offer timeline. Here's an example timeline to plan your BFCM offers. You can kick off your early access offer on November 14th and run it through November 24th. During this time, give your email subscribers a slightly smaller deal than your main Black Friday discount. It just makes them feel special without giving away your biggest offer just yet. So frame it as exclusive early access to reward your most loyal customers. Highlight perks like guaranteed stock and on-time shopping for early shoppers. The second one is Black Friday main event. So you will launch your main Black Friday sale on November 26th and run it until November 30th. So during this period, drop your biggest and most irresistible offer of the entire season. And this is the moment to go all in and grab your audience's attention. Keep the messaging simple and crystal clear. Make it feel like the can't miss moment everyone has been waiting for. Now, and finally, you kick off your Cyber Monday sale on December 1st and run it through December 3rd. So for this one, switch things up with a fresh offer to keep your audience excited and coming back for more. Re-engage anyone who didn't take action over the weekend and shift the focus to holiday gifting. And that's really it for the offers. We've covered the most important points. I've given you example offers to test and even a suggested timeline, so now it's up to you to put them into action. Next, we're going to talk about why strong email deliverability is so important and how you can improve it ahead of time. Okay, so email deliverability is always a big deal, but during Q4 and especially Black Friday, it can make or break your results. So to reach as many people as possible during BFCM, you want to expand your email list with people who haven't interacted in a while and even send to your entire list. So that bigger send naturally puts more pressure on your sender reputation. This means that if your deliverability is already weak going into Black Friday, there's a strong chance your emails will land in spam right when you need visibility the most. Now, on the flip side, if you've built a solid reputation beforehand, you'll still reach the inbox even if you send to your entire list. So that's why it's critical to focus on deliverability well before Q4. So strengthen it now and you'll be in the inbox when it matters the most. Now, if you want a clear step-by-step guide to improve your email deliverability plus a 6-week game plan, check out my dedicated email deliverability video. Now, in that video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know to keep your emails landing in the primary inbox every time. But here are basically a few tips to get you started. Set up the key email authentication standards, so the SPF, the KIM, and the DMARC. Clean your email list to remove inactive profiles and potential spam traps. Send campaigns only to your engaged subscribers and aim for open rates above 50%. If your open rates are below 50%, just narrow down your audience and stay consistent. Send a couple of campaigns each week to keep your audience engaged. And that's it for this part. Next, we're going to dive into the other big piece you need in place, and that is a big warmed up email list. So first, make sure to grow your list aggressively. The bigger your list, the more profit you'll make. That's why it's so important to have a high converting pop-up. I also have a dedicated video that walks you through creating one, so be sure to check it out. It can make a big difference in your results. Now, additionally, as mentioned earlier, you can expand your reach by unsuppressing past buyers and window shoppers who haven't interacted with your brand in a while but may still be interested. Next, once you've built up a big list, you've got to make sure that this list is properly warmed up. So focus on sharing value-driven, non-discount content to keep your audience engaged. So drop little teasers about the offers you got coming up to build anticipation, but save your biggest deals for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And whatever you do, avoid running major sales in the month leading up to them. Now, consistency is just as important. Send a couple of emails each week leading up to BFCM so your subscribers stay familiar with hearing from you. So if you barely email them most of the year and then suddenly flood their inboxes with multiple campaigns during BFCM, the inbox providers may flag this as unusual, which can hurt your email deliverability. Next, let's jump into the suggested sending schedule for BFCM. So this isn't the reason to send 1 or 2 emails and cross your fingers. Competition is fierce and frequency keeps you visible. Being a little more aggressive now will pay off even if you pick up a few unsubscribes. So for early access, send an email every other day at first, then increase frequency as the deadline approaches to build urgency. For Black Friday, aim for at least 2 emails per day, 1 in the morning to launch or highlight the offer and another in the evening as a reminder. And for Cyber Monday, send 2 emails on launch day, so morning plus evening, and 2 final call emails on the last day. Use 1 email per day in between to maintain momentum. Okay, that's the schedule I recommend and the one I'll be following myself. Next, let's talk about the updates you need to make to your pop-up and your flow so you can squeeze the absolute most out of this BFCM period. So update your pop-ups for BFCM. No other season drives as much traffic to your site as BFCM. Use this moment to build your email list. So instead of using the same pop-up you've had all year, design new ones specifically for your BFCM campaigns. Clearly feature the seasonal deal and ask for both an email address and the phone number. Even though people don't have to opt in to get the discount, many will, giving you a larger, more engaged audience to market to. And don't forget to use different pop-ups for early access, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday, and align each one with the specific offer, timing, and urgency for that stage to maximize conversions. In addition to updating your pop-ups, you'll also want to update your email flows. Now, updating your flows, you can't rely on your regular year-round flows during BFCM. So during this period, they need to feel more urgent, more relevant, and focused on your offers. And here's what you need to do. Highlight your current BFCM offer in every flow so customers see the deal that's live right now. Turn up the urgency, so make your messaging feel time-sensitive and action-focused. Trigger abandonment flows earlier, so don't wait 2 to 4 hours. Send that first reminder within 30 minutes to maximize conversions when interest is still high and they haven't bought from the competition. Okay, so if you're an e-commerce brand preparing for BFCM and want expert help with your email strategy, my team and I can set it up for you so you can maximize profits and get the absolute most out of this crucial season. So you'll find the link to book a call in the description down below. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm always happy to help. You can also follow me on socials for more tips, insights, and practical guides. I have put the links to my socials in the document down below. And thank you for watching.